I am sure that the Board of Education and its president, Austin Gums, and the superintendent of schools, Jack Rodecker, will continue to do everything possible to bring about the construction of these schools. Upon the completion of these new buildings, Perth Amboy will have one of the most modern educational facilities in all of New Jersey. Once again, demonstrating their belief in our city, the Middlesex Board of Chosen Freeholders agreed to build a new vocational technical school in the city, which opened its doors in 2004. The school, located on High Street, also includes a branch of the Middlesex County Community College. These facilities provide additional educational opportunities for all of our children. Our library board of trustees and city librarian Pat Gandy are currently in the process of devising a feasibility plan for a new library, which will determine whether rehabilitation or a new building will be required. Once a plan for the library is determined, you can be sure that the city will do everything possible to assist the library in providing this much-needed improvement to serve the residents of our city. The long and ongoing reconstruction of our city will continue unabated. On our journey of progress, we will continue to use a variety of resources and means to maintain and upgrade our infrastructure and public property on an ongoing basis. Upon taking office in 1990, I realized that putting our economic house in order would prove to be a multifaceted effort. The city was faced with a multitude of issues, which included a state-imposed sewer moratorium, which had prevented construction and development in 2/3 of the city, a downturn in our business district, spiraling property taxes, a shrinking tax base, high unemployment, and nearly 1,000 acres of abandoned, underutilized, and potentially contaminated industrial land that had to be reclaimed. In short, the economic life and the vitality of our city was being threatened. Paralyzing the building and development in the city was the state's Department of Environmental Protection's imposition of a sewer moratorium in 1985. Finally, on January 26, 1993, after the completion of a major sewer rehabilitation program, the 8.5-year moratorium was lifted. The lifting of the moratorium opened a major portion of the city to new construction and redevelopment projects. The UEZ has also undertaken initiatives to help promote the commercial and business interests of our business owners within the city. Its sponsorship of a business recruitment and marketing program has attracted new business and has proven to be successful in promoting and shaping a positive image of Perth Amboy. Since 1995, the UEZ has created more than 4,000 new jobs and has attracted 593 participating businesses. As of 2000, the UEZ has also served as the downtown manager of the Central Business District by administering the Business Improvement District. Its focus has been to establish a series of entertainment and social activities to help attract visitors and shoppers to the downtown. The bid has helped to establish the Perth Amboy Gallery Center for the Arts, helped support the Concerts by the Bay, and has hosted First Friday summer events. It has featured a range of activities, including the annual Waterfront Festival and art exhibit, the Blueberry Jazz Festival, classic car exhibits, and a number of other events and activities. This year, the UEZ will also manage and operate the functions of the newly created Perth Amboy Parking Utility. This important responsibility is yet another challenge designed to address the serious need for more parking and to correct a lack of accountability by the former Perth Amboy Parking Authority. I want to thank Executive Assistant Roxana Troach and Representative Sergio Diaz for their efforts in assisting in the daily operation of the UEZ. Let's give them a big round of applause, please. Another aspect of our economic concern is the pressure to develop an annual municipal budget that will not impact negatively on local property taxes. As it is in every community throughout New Jersey, the property tax issue is the most difficult problem to resolve. There are many problems that face each municipality in this area, with only a few solutions. The strain on budget building may be attributed to a number of factors, which include a reduction of state aid to municipalities, rising energy, healthcare, pension, insurance, and utility costs, as well as ordinary employee contract obligations. All contribute to making balancing a budget without any tax increase a very, very, very difficult proposition. Nevertheless, there are essentially 4 ways to properly deal with rising local property taxes. You can cut spending, you can use ways to raise revenue, expand the tax base, or as a last resort, you can raise taxes. Perth Amboy has always been committed to use any means possible to avoid a property tax increase and has been successful in doing so in a variety of ways, which included reducing the city's workforce by over 20%, forging a public-private partnership with Middlesex Water Company, gaining UEZ status for the city, selling the city's development rights at the Runyon watershed, and creating the Perth Amboy Redevelopment Agency. Spearheading the difficult task of restraining the growth of property taxes and budget building has been our recently retired business administrator, Donald Purley, who has worked closely with our Chief Financial Officer, Jill Goldie, Tax Assessor, Joanne Jimenez, retired Tax Assessor, William Wheeler, and Chief Clerk, Mary Katz, from our Tax Collector's Office. Together, they have spent a good portion of their careers working to provide a sound financial footing for our city. Stabilizing our property tax rate has always been an overriding goal. For 7 consecutive years, between 1996 and 2004, we were able to produce no tax increase budgets. In January 2005, the Star Ledger reported that over a 10-year period, Perth Amboy's property tax increase was only 5.6% as compared to the statewide average of 56.8%. The Star Ledger's analysis also showed that during the same period, Perth Amboy had the lowest property tax increase of all municipalities in Middlesex County. Although the tax increases of the past 2 years were both deep and unfortunate, they were, however, to a large degree, unavoidable. Simply stated, despite our efforts, the cost of governmental services are rising so rapidly as to surpass our existing growth in tax revenue. Each of us in our daily lives face the same budgetary dilemma of rising prices with a limited income. Government is no different. We are told to cut spending, to live within our means. Most government costs deal with services to the public. These services are delivered by people, mainly the city workforce. Any significant cut in spending would have to come from a major reduction in our workforce, a reduction that would result in an unacceptable loss of government services.